is currently 8:50 AM on a Saturday morning, and we have bought the vert out. It's been a seriously sketchy drive here coming out of our local town. It's been very, very well, it snowed like mad yesterday, and then the ice this morning was lethal. But we've come to Stafford Driving Centre on a Learn to Drift day, and at the minute it's pretty dead. So I booked this session last minute this week, just gone, just as a bit of a seat time session really. I have only bought two sets of tyres, but if there is only 3 people here all day,
3 people, I'm going home to get my car.
Yeah, I could do with more tyres really, but we'll see how it goes. So we've got here, spoke to the guys at Learn to Drift, had our briefing, and it turns out that I'm the only person that booked online. I'm the only one dumb enough to come and do a drift day on the 10th of January. So what that means is Sophie's going home and fetching her car, because why not? I've got a track to myself for a full day, so it gives me the opportunity to really actually put some decent seat time in, so I'm buzzing. Let's see what we can do. Right, camera's on, tyre pressures are done, wheels are tight. Let's go get a few laps in. Like an ice rink out there at the minute, and with me being used to the rain sports as well, that's even worse. We're currently at -2 degrees, not expected to reach 0 until 11, so hopefully the track will start thawing out, especially with the sun beaming on it. I can see quite a lot of moisture coming up off the ground anyway, so that should defrost some of the ice. I went out there with 1.8 bar of pressure in each tyre, which is like 28 psi, I think. Like 25 psi. So I'm going to knock them down to about 1.3 bar to 20 psi and see how they get on. In perspective of how cold it actually is, I've just been out and done I probably did like 8 laps maybe a few more. And the tyre pressures are still exactly the same as they were before I went out. They are stone cold, so it's pretty difficult to get any heat in the tyres. also my first time trying out this new seat. I bought a pair of BBs a while ago, some Bad Boy Classics, a little while ago, and it's my first time actually driving the car with it in. It sounds stupid, I know, but the seating position's completely different. So, new track, new seating position. I've made some slight changes to the rear alignment, so it's kind of all new to me in a minute. But I think I'll end up gathering my bearings in an hour or two. Like I say, I just really want the track to start thawing out before my tyres end up blitzed. Well, out of all of the loud bangs that you can hear, I suppose that's not a bad one, is it? No idea where that's gone. The track felt a little bit more consistent then. I've just got to actually fucking lock in, so let's go back out and see what I'm capable of. Right, so tips back on. Look at the horrible thing. Got a little brush at the bottom of the bumper. That's close enough for me. When I got out to grab the tip back off the track, it is literally sheet ice, so I'm not going mad. It is still ridiculously icy. And like the patches of new tarmac and the repair patches and stuff, they're really like touchy. So yeah, cars had a chance to cool down. Sorted me out with a 13mm nut because one of them's somewhere on the track. So yeah, let's go again. So some slightly better laps. Definitely getting grip now, which is nice. Just trying to find a line coming back down so that I don't have to use the hydro in the transition, because facing the sun it's like two tight transitions and I'm alright with them with no hydro, but then on the other side it's one long wide transition, and to be honest I keep trying to reach for the hydro, but there's a certain line that I found that if you keep going, it's what's it called, if you keep on the gas it is doable without hydro. So we'll go back out again soon, just letting the car cool down. But for now, Ben, our friend, saw my story that Stafford was empty and has decided to bring this thing down, so we're gonna go and see what this is like. Oh, this is terrifying.
Looks like he's gonna roll over, doesn't it? Bastard.
Give it a proper good flick into the last corner. That's it.
Bastard. Fuck him. Stay in second. I'm gonna try third round there, see what we can do.
That's it! Oh.
She does not want to transition.
No, far too heavy. Big flick.
Fuck's sake.
Left foot, he says.
Oh, fucking third again. I hate this gearbox.
Big flick.
Oh my god.
I've managed to overheat the car, as you probably just saw. I should have come in, so if he goes, oh, are you coming in or are you staying out? Yeah, I'll stay out, why not? Probably did like 15 laps, just bouncing off limiter, so it's on me. But yeah, she's just got a car ready, and she's about to head out, so let's get some clips. So Sophie's had a couple of laps, she's remembered what she's got to do. So I've come back and just attempting to bleed this the old fashioned way. Just letting it puff some steam. Seems to be maintaining temp at the minute, so I'll give it a couple of more minutes and see where we're at after that, because I would really like to get some more laps out, because I feel like I've progressed already and I want to sort of solidify that, because we're going to dry house at the end of the month, so I need to be sharp. So I think I've got the car bled. It's maintaining pretty good temp, and I'm getting heat through the blowers again now, which means I've passed that airlock. But I've been told by Gaffer that I need to take her car out for a drive. Apparently it feels great. She's trying out these new Nankangs. They're a 225/35/17, which is quite uncommon. They're not cheap either, to be honest, but yeah. So I'm going to see how they are, because they'll probably suit the ride height of my car for my next drift day anyway, so see what they feel like. And I've never driven that car, so I get to see what the car performs like. So let's take that out for a rip. I've really pleasantly surprised myself with that car. it's it's actually really grippy. Sophie's car is actually a lot grippier than I expected. I think that mixed with the lack of power compared to the 3 litre as well, it's actually quite a nice car to drive. It surprised me. It takes a lot more abuse to drive than mine does. It feels a lot less loose, should we say. But I'm pretty certain I need an alarm and doing it again on my car because I've fiddled around with it so much. But yeah, hers feels solid. But I've managed to get the purple car to keep its temperature, so we're going to go back out in this now. Well, you know you're having too much fun when you just go out. You think to yourself, you don't say the words, but you think to yourself, alright, it's coming up to the last sessions of the day, so I'll just go out and grab some content for Instagram or something like that, with the camera facing the other way. Well, I rode the wall. That wall there. Been trying to get further out into that corner, close to the wall, and well, I found it. Yeah. I think I'm potentially missing part of that, but I can't tell. Oh no, that'll stitch back together. So today and tomorrow is going to consist of fixing today's damage. Got to make sure it looks good for Right House. I've got to make sure I don't do that for Right House. So yeah. Sophie's just getting her last couple of sessions in. Something flapping about underneath her car, but yeah, Sophie's just getting the last couple of laps in before the shut. She's the only one left out on track, and then that's it for today. So yeah, we'll do a damage report when I'm back. Right, so that's us at the track. Bloody hell. Car's loaded up. Making sure the trailer's got plenty of air in the tyres before we leave. We're going to try and find a petrol station with a jet wash that's open. Rinse the cars down, and then I've got this evening and tomorrow to get my car back up in the air and fix what I've made a mess of today. So, see you when we get back.